All along, he promises the people he will abolish their debts and make them all rich. After this, what can become of him? Either he dies at the hands of his enemies, or he makes the full transition from human into wolf. Going back over 2,000 years to the time of the ancient philosopher Plato, he said that democracy loves tyranny. And I'm actually going to read just one of his pieces. This is from his work, The Republic. Freedom, which, as they tell you in a democracy, is the glory of the state. And a democracy, therefore, the only government under which a truly free man would ever choose to live. It is a single-minded obsession with freedom and the neglect of all else that creates the demand for tyranny. When a democracy which is thirsting for liberty has evil men tending the bar and getting her drunk on the strong wine of freedom, then, unless her rulers are very indulgent in filling her cup, she calls them filthy rich and selfish bastards. Now, in such a state, can liberty have any limit? By degrees, the anarchy finds its way even into private homes, all the way down to the family pet. The father lowers himself to the level of his sons and fears them. The son is on a level with his father, having no respect for either of his parents, and this is his freedom. Such a state of society, the teacher fears and flatters his students. The students despise their teachers. Young and old are all alike, and the young man is on a level with the old and ready to face off against him in word or deed. Old men bow down to the young, are full of jokes and pranks. They are afraid to seem serious and authoritarian. Therefore, they make fools of themselves, imitating the young. Even the pets in a democracy are freer than in any other state. Every dog is as good as her mistress, and every donkey as free as his master. The same doom comes to democracy as to oligarchy. Too much of any one thing causes an equal and opposite reaction. This is true not only of the weather and the seasons among the animals and vegetables, but above all in forms of government. Too much freedom, whether for a nation or individual, leads straight on to slavery. The common people have some champion who they adore and indulge. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs. When he first pokes his head out above the ground, he appears as the people's protector. But how does a protector begin to change into a tyrant? It's like the old fairy tale about the man who tasted human flesh and turned into a wolf. The people's great protector is the same. Once he has a mob on his side, he can't be stopped from mayhem and murder. With false accusations, he drags good people into court and disposes of them with the help of the law, with unholy tongue and lips tasting the blood of his fellow citizens. He kills some and banishes others.